If you are looking into buying cheap and safe FIFA coins, look no further than footcoinshop.net. They have the fastest service, an incredible loyalty reward system, and the best prices around. Use my creator code Inception when you sign up for your account and get a 5% discount with your order. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have another reaction video to do. Wara watch time for me. Thank you very much, Nick. Really appreciate it. Thursday content is usually pretty boring, so GG's to that. GG's to that. Listen, guys. The title of this video is EAFC 24 is dying, okay? This is more like a YouTube title type of deal, because, I mean, if you guys are willing to play FIFA 19, this game will never truly die. Let's be real, okay? Even though this game is very linear and boring, at least that 4-1-3-2 actually plays authentic football. FIFA 19 was an absolute joke, right? I don't even know. You guys are too nostalgic when you guys like, oh, we need FIFA 19. No, okay? No. I don't even want to hear it. That game should never have existed, period. All right? Every game has its problems, but that game was more than a problem, all right? Okay. Today we're going to be reacting to what Nick's going to say in this video in regards to EAFC 24 is dying. Guys, to be honest with you, these types of videos I would make way more often if I played the game normally as much as Nick does. Because Nick streams the game, I would say 5-6 times a week, right? Starts in the morning, goes into the afternoon. Many variables to consider with this type of stuff. So his experience with the game is him playing normally. You guys know that my experience with playing FIFA is no longer normal ever since FIFA 17 December, okay? December of FIFA 17, the first year that they introduced FUT Champs. That was the last time that I played the game on a normal basis. People think like, oh, then why don't you quit the game? I essentially did. I just do the content for my YouTube channel and I call it a day. Yesterday, I only had to do Thiago Silva, and then I enjoy my life. That's what I do nowadays. Would I like to stream the game? I would. But guys, listen, I haven't even watched this video yet, but let me tell you guys something. I guarantee you guys, without a shadow of a doubt, that he is going to bring up things in this video that I have told you guys for so many years, ever since the inclusion of FUT Champs in FIFA 17. Okay, I guarantee it with the absolute most certainty. Okay, I guarantee it. It's stuff that I told you guys in regards to the gameplay, game modes, the gameplay. Guys, my regular experience by default, let me just mention this right off the bat. Us still having inconsistent gameplay, my players feeling slow and sluggish during the daytime and better at nighttime, like I showed you guys in the formation and tactic video where I had to play at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning for my players to actually be able to move a little bit in that 4-1-3-2. Shout out to Div10, man. If he didn't give me that 4-1-3-2, like even the 4-4-1-1 actually gives you authentic breakdowns, but the 4-1-3-2, it still allows you to defend. That's the key thing here, because the full meta of this game with direct passing is absolute garbage, okay? Ever since it was included in the game, I always told people every single year that direct passing is going to ruin the quality of football in this game, because that formation at least lets you play the authentic football. But all of these full meta formations, the ones that you guys send me from pro players, it's NPC garbage football that's being played. I cannot stand it, okay? That's why I was like, dude, every single year, I've always needed the one formation, the one tactic for me to be able to enjoy the game. One year it was Air Japes', I think it was like a 3-1-4-2. One year it was Boris Legends 4-2-3-1 before the patch, right? Before the lengthy or the controlled explosive acceleration changes. And then there was one year where it was somebody's 4-1-2-2, like a guy was like rank 1 in the division rounds, but it was like a good 4-1-2-2 as well. Like there's been a few. But it's like one formation in the whole year. Like Japes' 3-1-4-2, whatever formation that was during that time period, literally carried me the whole entire year. Because if I did not have that formation, the direct passing stuff my mind would have been blown completely, man. It would have been completely fried, to be honest. So I can guarantee you that he is going to talk about things that I have already mentioned to you guys years and years ago when you guys were against me. Not you guys specifically on the YouTube channel, but when I used to rant about the things in FIFA. The inconsistent gameplay, guys, by default, the game's trash, okay? It will never be fixed. They will never fix it. It's in the netcode itself. I don't want to hear no DDA stuff. I don't want to hear no, scripting, handicap, momentum. The gameplay is inconsistent. I play during the daytime from kickoff. I can feel my players being bad. I will dashboard the game. I will not play it. But then I play at nighttime where I literally One day I was playing with my boy. I was just chilling on the Discord. I told him, like, I'll be right back. I slept for 3 hours, woke up, played for the games for that formation tactic videos. and I was good to go. It's stupid. What we deal with in this game is actual stupidity. It doesn't happen anywhere else. You guys know what I've been doing recently? I've been playing OG Fortnite, old map, no build. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. It is genuinely the first time that I have felt genuine happiness when playing a video game ever since the first Spider-Man. I don't buy the second Spider-Man only because if I buy the second Spider-Man, I will not make content for FIFA for a couple of days. I guarantee you it, right? Fortnite's like, you know, I show my boy, I hop off, and I'm good to go, right? But Spider-Man, I will literally be on that because Spider-Man was the last game, like I said, where I thoroughly enjoyed playing it because it was genuinely a really good video game. And the OG Fortnite right now, again, really, really fun to play. Dude, it felt good, man. I could play for like a full 6-7 hours. I don't rage once. I'm like, there was one bug that happened to me. I'm like, I can't move, you know? But it's like such a temporary rage. You don't have like anger that stays with you even after you're done playing the game, even if you win like you do in FIFA, right? So let's see what you have to say. You guys cannot hear this, can you? No, you can't. Let me just put this over here. I'm going to add an audio output capture, add existing, and now you should be able to hear it.
Today we have our real, like, honestly, one of the first rant videos I have made. I don't make a lot of these. I reserve them for times where I feel like it is vitally important to the game to discuss very ongoing issues. Let me know what you guys think about what I'm going to discuss today in the video. And if you enjoy the video, drop a thumbs up. You know how it is with these rant videos. It's usually an EA cookout. But, guys, today I have kind of like a real thought here, and I want to know what you think, so let me know. And, you know, I'm just going to present this with you. I think this FIFA is sadly going to die very early. Now, I don't...
No. FIFA 19, you guys were willing to play that game, and that game never died, so no. It doesn't die, but it gets boring quickly. And right now, the reason why things are happening the way that they are is because it's been so many years since we've had a good game to play on console from a multiplayer perspective. Because people are playing OG Fortnite right now because it's a good game, but people haven't played Fortnite in a long, long time. And that's definitely going to influence FIFA. Guys, you have to remember, bro, when Fortnite was popping, a lot of the stuff in FIFA died down, but it never kills off the game entirely. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to console gaming, FIFA and Call of Duty could be absolutely horrible, but it will always be a relevant game to play for the console guys. It's always relevant, especially since football is like a world-renowned sport. For us, for the content creator scene, for you guys watching us, we think, oh, it's dying. It's not. It just doesn't. For us, it dies down, but for the regular guy, they keep playing, man. To be fair, it does happen, right?
Make that accusation very often. You probably haven't heard me say that.
I guarantee you any money, he's going to talk about how linear and boring the gameplay is from the rant video that we did, okay? And he's going to talk about the game modes not being good. I guarantee you, this is the stuff I mentioned in FIFA 17. When I talked about these things when I was initially only a streamer, I did not do YouTube content during this time period. You guys can do me a favor and go check Social Blade if I did any YouTube content during the time. 2017, FIFA 2017, December, go see Social Blade, what the numbers were at during that time period for my YouTube channel. I wasn't a YouTuber during that time period. I was mainly a Twitch streamer. And when I talked about how much I disliked the concept of foot champs being added into the game, I went from a higher average concurrent viewership to a very low. It literally killed my Twitch channel. Killed it. Less than 100 viewers. Because people were so against what I was saying about the inconsistent gameplay and foot champs being added into the game. Foot champs is our best game mode right now. I told you guys already in the rant video that I use foot champs for the YouTube content, because if I didn't have foot champs, I wouldn't be able to make that YouTube content, because I need to play competent people, not complete sweats that sacrifice their souls for a result, to be able to provide the content for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I guarantee you he's going to talk about those two things. This is why I don't play the game normally, because the normal experience, I'm going to get an SBC card for what? To go play more Elite Division? No, man. Sorry, I had to sort something.
Pretty far away from Team of the Year. Now, this is really an ongoing issue because we're not even more than like a month and a half into this game. And the problem with this game is that the gameplay isn't good enough for EA to change nothing in the menus. So what I mean by that is that if you have been playing this game for a couple of years now, Rivals has not changed. It's the same exact thing. There's not been inclusion with co-op in a mode, co-op foot champs, co-op Rivals that was desperately needed this year.
Yeah, it was.
Squad battles is you know, really, if you kind of look at the most massive gameplay mode change EA made this year, what they actually did was just made Squad Battle have 6 minutes to 4 minutes. That's all they did. Like, that's the only thing we have that's different this year. We've got
And our community freaked out about it because we're brainwashed.
The general Foot Champions Qualies mode, same thing as last year.
Literally the best thing to play. People think that you want, like, they'll watch these videos, or like, they think that I want to play AI. They think I want to play against people with no hands. No. Foot Champs matchmaking is great because it's competent people. Back in the day, if it was Division 1, it was the top 3 divisions. If you did the divisions nowadays, it would have to be like 10-6, 5-1, because if you're trying to get better at the game, you would play your ranked mode in Division Rivals to try to get better anyways, right? That's the balance that you need in your video game. These guys, you know...
No difference in the reward.
This, I use this for footage now, guys. I don't try hard in it, but I have to use it for footage so I can try out different players, different formations, different tactics to not face the same NPC player, you know?
Rewards. Foot Champs rewards, slightly different. I'm not going to complain too much yet with that because I don't think it's warranted. I think if they don't change it next season, that's going to be a problem. But ultimately, this is something that I was talking about on stream today. The game is so bad to play this year. It is the most one-dimensional game we have ever had in FIFA history. So in Division Rivals, right?
Nar. I don't think Nick is Nar. I think I've faced this guy before.
This is what a lot of the players you play against will look like, right? So if we go to this possession, I'm playing a guy with a 5 at the back, and it's another year of FIFA or EAFC, whatever you want to call it, where defenders are significantly better than attackers. And, you know, something that really made me mad today was that EA made a patch where they made goalkeepers even better, and they actually reduced, I think, accuracy or speed of some driven through passes. So they made attacking a bit worse in a way. And I feel like the modern FIFA we play, the one I used to play, even when I went to go play these retro FIFAs, when you watch that gameplay, if you go on the channel, you watch some of those retro FIFAs, we just played them because the servers went down. It is about who attacks the best. It's about who's the most lethal, who's playing with the highest pace. The way that EA has made FIFA...
A key thing to mention here, though, he leaves this out. The gameplay that he's playing on was old gen gameplay. Okay? Old gen gameplay. I told you guys every single year for the new gen version of FIFA, that new gen version of FIFA is a nothing game. Because there's nothing happening. You play like an actual NPC, right? However, you have to dig, you have to grab the shovel, you gotta dig for those formation and tactics that will allow you to play authentic football. But guess what? The authentic football is not the best version of playing this game, which is why it's very frustrating for people to use these different types of formations and tactics. Okay, guys, that 4-1-3-2 is an amazing tactic. Shout out to Div 10 for that tactic. But guess what, man? When they activate that pressure tactic, the 71 depth situation, it breaks your attacking AI like it does any other formation. Guys, you watch the Foot Champs gameplay when I was playing against people. I can manage it. I can manage it, but it's not enjoyable to play against. I will dashboard. I don't care. The only reason why you don't see me dashboard in that gameplay in particular is because I was playing at 2:30 in the morning. But if my players feel slow and unresponsive with the pressure tactic, I'm exiting the game. I'm going to go play Fortnite.
Ever since they moved to New Gen in FIFA 21, and really it's just been getting slower and slower every year.
It's a nothing game.
The skill gap that we have now is who plays the slowest and who plays the most defensive. I don't know what idiot at EA decided that that was going to be a good way for them to sustain the happiness of their viewer base long term, or their player base, but it's not. It's not. And people, I have not seen a FIFA so far yet where I have seen this many people in my community completely checked out of the game. And the reason for that, as I said in the beginning of this video, is that EA have not created a fun enough experience gameplay-wise. Now, at the end of the day, FIFA is always going to be really sweaty.
Of course.
This is a very sweaty player base. There are casuals, but it is a sweaty...
Bunch of rats. You got to go watch that message from the 4-1-3-2 video.
Player base. So,
because you have to be a certain type of person to be willingly for free to play it. You know what I'm saying?
If you're going to have a sweaty game, it needs to be a sweaty attacking game. It can't be a sweaty defensive game.
Yeah.
And that's what this game has turned into. The people that are rewarded the most this year are the people that don't manually defend, right? They just let the AI do everything. They park everyone in the bus. And a major issue that I'm going to segue into a minute is with this 71 depth tactic. We'll talk about that in a minute. But really, the thing I realized today is this, right? I'm sitting there. I'm trying to get my rivals wins. I'm just so tired of this game. I got 6 wins yesterday. I spent an hour in Rivals, draw, because the skill gap at the top tier, and it doesn't even really matter the top tier. If you're watching this, you're in Division 5, it's all going to be relative. So you're going to be playing other players around your skill level, and every single game this year is so close. I was saying this in the beginning, the first day of this game. I hate this game because the finishing is not good enough. So every game is just kept so close. So at the top, or even if you're in Division 4 and you're facing other Division 4 players, there's not enough mechanics in this game or styles of gameplay to pull away. Let me give you even last FIFA 4 an example. We had the stepovers that were very explosive and good. We had the Trivelas,
F that skill move, by the way. Step over acceleration. Hate it with a passion.
extremely good mechanic. And even for me, I just felt like the speed of play last year was even better. And I feel like in FIFA 22, the AI was crazy, but the game was even faster that year. So every year, we just keep getting slower. EA do this whole thing where you have to credit them. They're extremely successful business with the way they market. Oh, we're going to add 4,000, 3,000, 6,000 animations. But in the end, it just makes the game slower. And so this FIFA, for me, it's going to die because...
Listen, I have to mention this. This is very important to mention, because our community does not talk about it enough. The inconsistent gameplay. I'm going to bring it up again. If any of you guys get tired of me saying this type of stuff, you're actually idiotic, because this is actually the main problem with FIFA. When Nick plays this game, he plays the game during the daytime. It does not matter what latency you guys see with your eyes for what he's playing on, okay? I have had, because it's if you don't know the difference between the gameplays. If you don't know the difference by now after so many years of playing it, I don't know what to tell you, okay? If you've played this game, you can get good gameplay on 200 ping. I've already experienced this like years and years ago. I literally matched up to a guy with an African server when I was playing like the head-to-head one time, and I'm like, what's going on over here, right? This is when I used to have like the net Doom and I could see where the server was connecting to. That thing blew up like a year into me using it, right? So I don't use it anymore. I just have like the regular internet stuff now. But during that time period when I could see where it was connecting, because this is me doing the testing of the gameplay and stuff, I literally had a gameplay that had 200 ping. My players felt good, but the connection was obviously horrible, right? The problem with what Nick is saying right now is that when he is playing this game, he's playing it during the daytime, and I can promise you guys with absolute certainty that the daytime gameplay most of the times is horrible to play, okay? There was actually a day where I did the review for Anthony Gordon, and I was doing Kenyon Lee as well, and I went 6-0 for Guillou, right? But in the first game, I told Guillou, I don't know if I want to play foot champs because this gameplay feels horrendous in comparison to the formation video that I did when I was using the 4-1-3-2 at 2:30 in the morning, right? If you experience that gameplay, the animations are actually pretty cool. It actually makes the player look authentic. But the problem is that when you have those animations with a this is not a server thing. This is a netcode thing, because the behavior of your players is different. You understand? Like the quickness of how they perform is different, right? Honestly, surprised they're not taken to courts, because this is obviously some sort of form of manipulation that they never fix, right? But in the game, the quickness of it actually makes the animations look pretty cool. If you guys watch that gameplay for the 4-1-3-2, watch the last 8 games of the highlights, you'll actually enjoy what you're seeing, because the players are taking quick touches, attacking guys popping off, the dribbling actually looks really cool. It does look good, but you guys just don't experience it most of the times. Neither do I, because when I do my content that's during the daytime, the gameplay is going to be rough. That's a very important thing to mention here, okay? Our community, like I said, you guys don't talk about it enough. I see a thread about DDA on my Twitter log. Never seen you guys make a thread like that with your gameplay feeling slow and sluggish and then fast and responsive. Never. I've never seen it one time in our community, which is a shame, to be honest, because that's actually the main reason for the game to be completely horrible, gameplay-wise, right? Doesn't matter what the base mechanics are. Could be next year, could be the year after that. If they don't fix that specific thing, the game is always garbage. FIFA, guys, don't think it's I keep seeing you guys saying it's a Frostbite thing. No. I complained about it. FIFA 15, 16, 17, 18, old gen, new gen. They never go into the netcode of the game, and they never fix it because it probably costs them millions to actually fix, because it's not a server issue. I'm telling you guys, it's something is in the game. Maybe a setting that they used to have, maybe like the DDA, quote unquote, they used to have in FIFA 14 or 13, old FIFAs. Maybe there's a thing in there that still makes your players perform a certain way, right? That's something within the netcode that makes your players be... We cannot deny that a player is going to perform differently, but when my gameplay already feels bad and sluggish in the beginning, guys, I don't believe in this, this happens and this. No, the game sucks in the beginning. Have you guys ever played a game of FIFA where it's good from the beginning to the end? Where is it gonna be the influence of the DDA or this and that? Where is it gonna be if the game is good from the beginning to the end? Where is it? The only thing that you've ever experienced in FIFA is the last minutes of someone putting the pressure tactics. Everybody's marked. You literally can't play the game anymore. You have to pray that you don't concede because every player is marked and you can't attack properly. That's the only thing that happens when the gameplay is at its best. Give me Timo Werner gameplay or I'll retire.
Because I don't think EA have it in them to change game modes in the middle of the year. I just don't see them doing that.
They won't, but they can because they've done it with the World Cup in the past.
So something I propose that they could eventually do, I think they need to go back to a style of having that divisions mode. So
yep.
I don't know the old divisions,
yep.
right? You can keep Rivals because Rivals is good. Sometimes you
yep.
really do want to log on.
See, this guy, he understands now. I told you guys this years ago, but now you guys, now your eyes are, this is pissing me off because when I talked about this in FIFA 17, like when I'm like, guys, the inclusion of FUT Champs is going to ruin this game. Like they had the right game modes during that time period, but the inclusion of FUT Champs is going to change everything. I knew it already, bro. Guys, you guys think I'm tripping, bro. You guys can go ask Spencer, bro. Go ask Spencer, Huge Gorilla, what I thought about Division Rivals, right? The first year it was introduced, bro. We were in a Discord call, and I'm like, I don't know about this game mode being added because it's going to make it even sweatier. It's going to make it even sweatier for a mode that does not need that. Like I said, guys, I don't want to face bots. Divisions was good back in the day because you faced competent people, but you were facing people that were willing to change their gameplay. Division 1 back in the day, guys, is what FUT Champs is now. That's what it is. There you go. Period. Done. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I've said what I had to say. It's basically what FUT Champs is now. You know what I'm saying? Like the matchmaking part of it.
On FIFA, you want to buy the best possible team and you want to see how it plays. But specifically for this FIFA, they need to add back in some sort of somewhat SPMM mode, not fully, right? Where it's
yes.
like Division 1, Division 2, Division 3.
Yes.
Right? Something like that.
My thing is Division 1 to 5, 10 to 6 nowadays because you have Division Rivals. So it would be a little bit better that way. But I would also accept a top 3 divisions. It's either I talked to my boy IRL about this literally yesterday. I'm like, even that would be fine. Or the format of the World Cup. I on Twitter, on YouTube, I've mentioned this to you guys so many times that the World Cup format is the best matchmaking for the game modes, dude, because you play the first 3 rounds, it's open, you go through the rounds to get your rewards. That one, oh, dude, I was addicted to playing that mode. When that mode existed during FUT Champs, and I would bin FUT Champs just to play that mode, dude. It was awesome.
Now, they're not going to do that, as I just said.
Yeah, of course not.
Rivals, it would be too confusing. You've got 2 divisions going on. So what I think they should do, the best mode we have right now is FUT Champions Playoff.
Epa, there we go. There you go. We have an understanding now.
Anyone who plays this game every week will tell you that right now. This is your best chance to play bad players, decent players, and great players.
There you go.
As a general gamer, that's kind of what you're looking for. If you're playing an FPS, you want the sweaty engagements, you want the mid-tier engagements, you want the bots, right?
Yep.
Anyone who sits there memeing saying, oh, you just want free wins, I don't know what they're waffling about, right?
Yeah.
If you guys are that person, go use your 5-back, go play Division Rivals. This game is perfect for you. But for the entirety of the player base, this game, everyone's getting burnt out. And really, to be honest, I don't think people are even that tired of the game. I think people are just bored because the gameplay is boring. So all anyone does this year, and the most successful thing to do, you put on 71 depth. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. You park the bus, you run down the line, you cut back. That's really the only way to score. Today, I literally forced myself in Rivals to try to attack through the middle. It's freaking impossible, man. It's impossible.
Nick, since you continuously stream the game, use the 4-4-1-1. When you tried that formation, you were using the wrong players for it. But it still isn't that meta in the defensive area, but the attacking plays is really nice. You need to use the 4-1-3-2, Nick, and make sure that your center mid is Bellingham, Modric, any of those types of players. Bellingham specifically, because I saw you did the Player of the Month Bellingham. Put him in the center mid position, get a proper CDM, whatever attackers you want in the side areas, you will enjoy that formation because it actually does defensive stuff for you in comparison to the 4-4-1-1. The 4-4-1-1 is so nice on the attack, but on the defense, for meta FIFA, for you to play Division Rivals, the 4-1-3-2 will be better for you, man. Shout out to Div 10.
When you play someone that's on that 71 depth, you have no time to move.
Regardless, though, if you have that 71 depth, it still breaks your attacking AI. It doesn't matter, man.
They've got their whole team in the box. There's going to be an interception, and especially with EA adding this advanced defending mechanic this year, I mean, they just body you out the way just like that. It's GG's, you're getting bodied, right? So I think something just to discuss, because hopefully this gets, you know, at some point an EA employee watches this and it gets to them, right? Something that I
No,
think
they don't
EA
care.
can realistically really do here that would be good for the game. Foot Champs qualies, just make it repeatable. Just let people play this in a
There you
limited
go.
amount of time.
Yep.
The first time you play it, you get your rewards.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you want to keep the rewards in it, the second time, just make the rewards untradeable. The untradeable is not going to hurt any type of the market.
Dude, even do something simple like 2K coins for 6 wins out of 10. I'm okay with that too, because at least I have a mode that isn't division rivals. I want to be able to, if the concept of what he's talking about, if they made this in the game, bro, I'm telling you guys this right now, I wouldn't complain as much. Okay, I gotta go play division rivals against the absolute rats that sacrifice their soul for the win. Absolutely, let's go ahead and do it. But I'll only have to get 7 wins for the entire week, and then I can play this for the rest of it. All these evolutions, all these types of players that I can use towards playing this type of mode would be great. You know, I can use different types of players, but as of right now, no.
Rank 1 is very limited. Making these untradeable is not going to hurt the market, right? All of these, right? Just gives people fodder. You guys give out objectives.
That could be like 3 gold packs too, you know, like nothing too crazy, you know, like just something to make people play, but not, the rewards cannot be too good, because you have to understand that if the rewards are too good, people will be really sweaty. Okay, so
anyways, and, you know, just keep making those rewards after the first time tradable, untradeable. I think everybody would be okay with that. And the reason I'm saying that is that recently, with all the evolutions and the things going on,
there you go.
I want to like vouch for the community that we all.
What are you using, like? Let me see the squadrons.
Recently going on,
Sun, hold on. He could do it actually with this team. It would be, so the way that it would work, because he's doing evolutions Konate, if he does Konate, it would be Konate, Araujo as the center backs, Blanc as the CDM, Bellingham as the center mid up top, Lorente as the left back, Park Ji-sung as the right back, 4 main attackers here. I would put Sun on the left-hand side, maybe Kubo on the right-hand side, Marcus Rashford as the right mid, Hansen as the left mid, or Sun on the left mid. Yeah, Sun on the left mid, Hansen on, I'd probably put Hansen at striker, and then Kubo up top as well, and then Rashford to the side. It's possible to do with this team, for sure. Your fullbacks would be a little bit weird, but like Lorente and Park Ji-sung, I think would be pretty solid, to be fair. You probably have to get like an actual fullback in there somehow too.
Vouch for the community that we all just.
Oh, you could just do. Oh no, it's Kone there.
Mode to play in, because there's just not one right now. You do your Foot Champs qualies, you can't play that anymore. You've got to wait till the weekend league.
Yeah.
You go into rivals. It is.
As I said, I used it to do content. You guys can see the top left during the weekdays. It has Foot Champs on it.
Absolute bloodbath.
Top left that way.
Bloodbath.
Different for camera.
So brutal. And then this is the one question mark. I don't know what idiot at EA decided to put SBMM in friendlies. It is the dumbest, like, just.
Yeah, you're genuinely stupid, because people actually remain lower divisions just so that they can get the objectives done quickly.
Say that out loud. Skill-based matchmaking in friendlies. I was like saying this out loud earlier. It baffles me. It doesn't even make sense. Who is cooking at EA to do that? It's the.
Also, I've always said this every single year, but quantity amount in any game mode, that's why I didn't like Foot Champs when it first came out. Quantity amount in any game modes is complete trash.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard. We used to have friendlies where you go and you do online single match. Friendlies should just be general. You match whoever is in your region. There should not be SBMM. People will agree in the comments saying that friendlies is actually more sweaty than rivals.
Yeah.
That's a crazy statement to say.
Yeah.
You will see people in these friendlies sweating like their life depends on it, because you're only, for example, I'm in Division 2. You literally play people within Division 2.
Why do you sweat more, guys? Quantity amount. The people who make the game modes in this game, no brain cells, I'm telling you.
Division 1, Division 3, that's it. It's so sweaty. So they need to sort something out where they maybe it's like Division 5 and up plays in here, and then Division 6 and down plays those divisions.
Yeah, that'd work too.
2 caps on it, but
Division 4 right now, that matchmaking is actually nice. A lot of times I do reviews for like the Evo cards. They're Division 4 from the reset of Division 2. That matchmaking area is nice. I don't want to play against like Division 8, Division 9 people. People always say this, like, you're waffling, basically. You're basically waffling, because that's not what I want. I want to face competent people, and I just want to be able to use different cards against the competent people, you know?
That's fine. No one's going to have an issue with that. You're not looking for the freest wins ever, but it is ridiculous if you were to, and it's clearly there. EA, you know, we used to not have SBMM in friendlies. EA randomly added it, right?
They did, yeah.
I don't know, man. They know at the end of the day why they're
Or,
doing it. But
yeah,
it's just ridiculous because I have a second
no,
account.
it might have been always a thing.
Friendlies in like Division
Gyu remains in a lower division because of that too, actually.
Division 8. It was the easiest, most piece of cake thing ever. So that is just beyond concerning that we've still got that. But that leaves you where that's why I'm complaining with this video. There's nowhere to play. There's nowhere else to do. To everybody that's saying draft, they haven't changed draft in 8 years, bro. It's the same thing. Like we
Remember, I was addicted to this when it first came out. I played like probably over 2,000 matches. You can go see my old records for it.
Say this all the time. Every year it's the same thing, right? Same thing, same thing, same thing. No difference in rewards, no difference in entry points, no difference in coins.
Oh, even draft is sweaty, man. It's crazy.
And don't you think there's a problem when people are referring to draft as the mode that's chill to play?
Because they're brainwashed. Because it's a mode you have to pay to play. If you put 15k coins in it, you are most likely going to lose your coins. Because they're brainwashed. There's no mode in any game where you have to pay to play, unless you're talking about old Call of Duty wager matches and stuff where you put like your in-game money in it. That's not that hard to get, to try to get more money to unlock certain things in the game, which they don't even do anymore, okay? It's because they're brainwashed. You know, I've always told people this. If I stream the game, the only way I could stream the game is the way that it would be done is Thursday I'd play my rivals matches, try to get the 7 wins, and then the rest of the week I can only play foot drafts because they think that their regular experience in the game is to go play squad battles against AI. Idiots, man.
When they're actually kind of right, but at the same time you have to pay money or pay 15,000 coins to play it. You should not have to pay to play in a mode. It's ridiculous.
Oh, there you go. See? We have brain cells. Some people have the brain cells.
All right? That argument to me is dead. You cannot even argue that. I know this is the most casual mode, but the fact you have to pay to play in it is a joke. Now, besides, listen, as you guys know, I'm not going to get too crazy with the whole, like, I'm not going to rant for an hour here. But something else that I really want to talk about that I have been really having a problem with recently. At the moment, you know, most of you guys are aware at this point. As you can see, it's on one of my tactics, right?
Ugh.
So there is something where if you play with 7...
This and this...
71 depth or higher in this game, it does auto press, auto offside trap all game. All game it does it. It's the most broken thing I've seen in so long, and it's so frustrating to play against because
breaks your attacking AI.
Your players genuinely cannot move. So when you're building up, you have to be so slow at the build up, and it forces you to have to cut back a ridiculous amount.
And there's no middle play. If the pressure tactics are on, there's no middle. Your CDMs are not even open.
Because of how the marking is and how much pressure the opponent's AI is putting against you. EA, you guys need to fix this because it's making this game absolutely unplayable.
They can't, because guess what? You can't just ask them to fix a specific mechanic without thinking about the other variables. How are you going to implement a system where this is not a thing, right? But they have good pressure tactics in general. Guys, let's use our heads for a second, because EA does not do this. They do hot fixes in their game because they know that people are going to play it regardless, okay? How are you going to fix a system in your game where you are going to adjust the whole 71 depth situation, right? But then you face someone that starts to waste time. How are you going to fix that? You guys want to see something? Let me show you something, okay? Oh my goodness gracious, man. Never concede a goal against these losers that play this game, man. Eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, you absolute losers, man. Yeah, see? See? It's these guys that are willing to play in this daytime, slow and sluggish, unresponsive gameplay that are willing to be this way. I tell you guys this all the time, you gotta be a rat to be willing to play this. You gotta be a rat, bro. I don't know how you guys play this game during the daytime with how slow and sluggish it is, man. No idea. And I know I'm gonna face someone like that, bro. I know. See, the thing is, right, is that people who play this game, they don't even know that that's a thing, right? So you'll get messages during the daytime of people saying, oh, why are you playing this way? Oh, I'm better than you. Like, guys, if you guys, I swear on my life, dude, go watch the Gordon and Canyon Lee video. I faced a viewer of mine who I beat him 3-0, and I'd say in the video that the game doesn't count because my players were slow and sluggish, even though I beat him 3-0 and he left the game. Because it doesn't matter when your game feels that way. That's not a relevant game to play. And even he was saying like, oh, you know, it's hit or miss during the daytime. No, it's not, bro. It's most of the times bad, but you guys just don't see it. So it bothers me, bro. Like I can't even accept a win when the game is not like up to par, right? And then that guy that I just faced, right? I'm playing in the slow and sluggish gameplay because I'm trying to do the review, right? I'm trying to get the Canyon Lee and Anthony Gordon, right? And I'm telling you, like, bro, I don't know how people can play this, right? Willingly during the daytime. I just don't know. Guys, I'm playing it because I'm doing the content and I'm calling it a day after, man. You don't see me stream this game, guys, because if I stream this game like Nick does during the daytime, bro, the stuff that I see in his comment section and Twitch chat sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, you guys don't get it, bro. You don't get it. You're not playing a game like any other game like guys, in Fortnite, if I die, it's my fault. Period. I can win every engagement. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel like I could have done, there was nothing else I could do there. No, there is something else you could do there. You can have different items. You can hit your shots better. Like there's always something. But in this game, right, because you guys think it's a results thing, that's why I had to get the Elite Division for you. For some of you, not all of you, because you guys most of you guys get it by now. So it's very minority nowadays, right? But that's your experience. Like that's the stuff that I will if you guys watch the video, the review, I had to delete the second part of that segment just to not be toxic for you guys for the sake of the video. Because what do I get in the comment section? Oh, like Inception, I just want to see the review. Like I don't want to see you talk about this and that. You don't want to see, you know what you want to do? You want to pretend like this game's not trash. That's what you want. I have to complain about these things because it's ridiculous, bro. Because again, the way that the game is currently formatted when it comes to gameplays and gameplay game modes, you have to be a rat to willingly play it. During the tactic video, guys, I don't care. I'm just honest with you. I'm one of your boys. I'm just going to be honest with you, right? I even sent the message to the guy, like, you're willingly playing it for free and you're sending me a message. If you're sending a message on FIFA during the daytime when the game is slow and unresponsive, regardless of whether or not you get the win, you're like more than a rat to me. Because the game is inconsistent. What are you messaging about? You're willingly playing the game and being more of a rat. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not gonna go message someone like this guy is a rat, but I'm just saying he's a rat because again, as a content creator, I'm playing it to get the footage. But as a regular person, that's not a thing, guys. For me, I don't play it normally anymore. Done for me, bro. My account, I haven't been on my account since the foot chance video because again, I randomly went to sleep at 9 o'clock. My sleep schedule is messed up right now. I woke up 3 hours later and then I played at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I think I slept at like, I think I slept at 10 and then I woke up at like 2 and I was like, you know what? No, I woke up at like 1 or 1:30. So then I played the foot champs games and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna actually play the game and get some footage for this video because I know people are gonna want to see this, you know?
We already have the most you guys, congratulations. You've already created the most one-dimensional.
Delete this right here, chance creation, direct passing. Delete this. This has ruined your game. I've already said this millions times. Even ever since it was added, delete this. This is trash. And the 71 depth situation, it's like I was mentioning earlier, guys, because I was trying to show that clip to prove a point, right? What are you going to do if you nerf that? Because the only other thing you can do is add constant pressure so that you get the ball at the last seconds anyways. But it's a similar situation where the guy who's attacking against you no longer has attacking AI to work with anyways. Why is it fair for the game to be a certain way from beginning all the way into the 75th minute, and then the last 15 minutes you basically can't play the game because you want to guarantee the result? That's so stupid to me. The game should be the same from beginning to end as a video game. You understand? But they do hot fixes, guys. How are they gonna nerf the 71 depth situation, guys? Because the way that you second man press, the way that you defend manually in this game is horrible. So how are you gonna fix it? If you take this out, how do you fix the other situation? You don't. That's why they have it in this game to begin with, guys. They have it because they do hot fixes. They don't want to solve another problem with the current problem that they have. They never want to do that, guys, for anything. Okay?
Football game there has ever been. I have never in my entire life played a football game that was this, honestly, for lack of better words, brain dead to play.
It is. It's an NPC gameplay.
You can't go through the middle. You pass side to side until you get a left or right mid open. You run down a line. You cut back, and you have to figure out how to extra pass or shoot around 8 center backs in the box. bravo. You guys have literally outdone yourselves, because it's impressive how the entire community every single year is saying, oh, it's not going to be worse next year. You guys literally make it worse every year. You make a slower, more AI-infested game with a dumber meta every year. I don't understand it. Even last year, people were playing all the way till the end. You actually kind of were cooking last year with something, right? Whether the step overs and the Trivellas were too OP, that's up to your interpretation, right? I'm willing to hear you out that maybe that was a problem too. But the fact that we've gone from that to, like, literally you can only score one or two ways in this game. And let me not say score, right? But like ways of attack. And EA, man, they just confused me, because then they add in random stuff with this 71, 72 depth. It's crazy OP. EA has to know it's OP. They don't patch it for 3 weeks. This has been going on since the beginning of the game, and they haven't...
Because they have to fix something else to fix this. They won't do it. We've had this for years already, guys. This tactic is not new. It's been in the game for so long, bro. You guys, it just wasn't as relevant. Guys, how many tactic videos did you guys see where it's like, oh, my attacking AI is broken? I would leave games during reviews because I won't be able to showcase attacking AI if I'm playing against these people.
We're in November. And that's why people don't want to play anymore, because no one even has time on the ball to move because of how OP the AI is with the over 71 depth on the press. And let's just talk about the finishing. The finishing last year was beautiful. Finishing, honestly, in FIFA, right? Finishing the last 2 years.
Yeah, the only thing that's finishing from last year, the only two that weren't good, because if you guys remember when I did rant videos last year, I literally told you guys the only thing that I like about this game is the finishing, but I only like the finishing at like 75%, 80%. Like if I'm going to give it a percentage, right? Because inside the 18-yard box, finesse shots were still complete trash, and chip shots were so weird if you didn't have the trait, right? Those are like the two main problems, but like it was genuinely like the only good thing that I would talk about. I'm like, guys, when it comes to gameplay, if the finishing wasn't good, if this was like FIFA 19 finishing where I had to do like a 180 shot just to score a goal, this is like genuinely, it's like worse than FIFA 19, right? But because the finishing was improved during that time period, I was down for it. The way that the goalies reacted and everything was perfect. And then they made that worse too. I don't know why they did, because that was the only two mechanics that needed to be fixed in finishing, and they didn't do that.
Years, FIFA 22 as well has been pretty damn good. And this is the thing with EA that I'll never understand. They just change stuff that's not... They break stuff that's working. The finishing the last 2 years, cross goal, near post, finesse shots, it was fine. Finesse shots probably could have been a little bit better.
There you go, see?
Trivellas, long shots, they just mudded this year. They mudded. The cross goal finishing this year is so bad. The logical finishing.
The cross goal finishing is bad in those areas. It's the 18... If the 18-yard box is like this... It's the direct sides ones. Those ones are really bad. That's why I tell you guys in every review that you need minimum 95 finishing, 95 shot power for consistency.
In this game, and then, you know, of course, with EA, you go and
Go watch the Talishka video. I was actually able to score one of those opportunities if I green time to strike.
R9 Mbappe, and it's God tier. So that's the most typical EA thing ever. But EA Sports, please fix this 72, 71 depth. It's so bad. In the top divisions, you literally can't play without it. And please, for the love of God, give us game modes, because people don't even want to play anymore because this game is too sweaty.
I told you, you guys, the Twitch community, you guys canceled your boy, bro. Now you see, now your eyes are working properly. You didn't see your ways back then, but you see your ways now. I told you guys it wasn't a good step, man. I told you, I knew it was gonna head this direction. I told you, bro.
It's too sweaty. Either uncap the SPMM and friendlies, or add some sort of mode in champs qualities where you can just keep playing it, because it's too sweaty. You're literally making people crazy. You're making them insane in the head.
If they have this one mode, the balance in the game is actually pretty decent. Like, sure, I have to play against absolute rats and rivals, like I mentioned earlier, but at least I have that mode to play, you know?
Because of how ridiculously unbearable this division rivals.
A good game mode with consistent best version of gameplay. Whew. Call me a streamer, boys.
Experiences. It's so bad.
The gameplay itself, though, man, the inconsistent gameplay, even if they fix this depth situation, even if they had a good pressure tactic, the bad gameplay during the daytime, good gameplay during the nighttime, sometimes it's random, right? That alone, like, shocked, you know?
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, man. I have to get that off my chest. They have to fix this stuff, man. You guys got to add... That's why also... You know me, I'm trying to give EA simple solutions. I don't want to overcomplicate their lives.
Sure.
We know how hard...
But they know they can do that. They just won't, you know? All right, guys. That's pretty much it. Thursday content for today. We'll see if they release anything at 1 o'clock. But yeah, this is not new information. This is stuff that I told you guys Years and years ago, people were against me when I used to say, I have to bring this up because I went through a very stressful time period as a content creator with the streams and stuff, where people were really against what I was saying during that time period. Now that your eyes are open, now that you're not an absolute idiot, now you can see why this system does not work for this type of game. Okay, this gameplay is that if you eliminate the depth situation and you use a formation like a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-1-3-2, those formations and tactics actually plays really well in this game, and you actually have some pretty good breakdowns, to be honest with you. There's actually a lot of very nice goals you can score. But the main problems with this game they will not fix, because they just do hot fixes. I already told you guys, man. Someone's wasting time, one button press, done. And just switch to your tactic that has a 71 depth, maybe a constant pressure, whatever it is, right? That puts the pressure on your players. GG's, the other guy can't play anymore, right? And these modes will enforce that more. You're gonna enforce people that will play for the result even more, because that's how tight you're making the matchmaking, basically, you know? So yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.